Please take your seats.
À l'ordre, s'il vous plaît. Madame la secrétaire.
Merci.
Secretary,
J'aimerais
please.
débuter en annonçant que
I would
l'Association
like to
des
announce
professionnels de
by
l'édition
letting you
musicale
that
nous
the
ont annoncé qu'ils ne
Association of
comparaîtront
Music
plus à
Publishers
l'audience
have
publique.
announced that they will
Ils
not
étaient supposés
appear.
comparaître
They
aujourd'hui.
were meant to appear
Now,
later
so
on
now I
today.
would ask Youth Image Jeunesse to present themselves, and you have 10 minutes for your presentation. Thank you.
To understand my life, you gotta see it through my eyes. How come young men are dying, but nobody's surprised? Too much war in the city and even overseas. They still got us fighting. We supposed to be free. We need peace and we need to get our kids off the streets, cause they sleeping in the cold and got nothing to eat. Why? Does another mother have to cry? In one summer, 2 of my schoolmates died. We should provide a better life for the little kids that used to blow bubbles and now they smoking cigarettes. So the question is, who are we to blame? Some black, some white, nah, we are all the same. Daddies don't help and I don't know the reasons. My pops used to come and go like the seasons. A single woman can do it by herself, but it's hard. So I told my mama I'ma help her. So if you're ever wondering what you could do to help, when you're looking for the answer, you should look inside yourself. You should look inside yourself. Yeah, be who you are.
As you can see, youth need a voice. La jeunesse a besoin d'être entendue. Ce vidéo est un exemple
need to be
de
heard.
ce que
This
les
video
jeunes peuvent faire
is an
avec
example of
un peu
what youth
d'encouragement
can do with a bit
et
of
avec un peu de support.
encouragement and with some support.
Je peux vous interrompre 2 secondes pour les
Could
fins
I
de
please
transcription.
interrupt
C'est
you
bien
for 1
important de
minute?
vous identifier.
Tout à fait.
Could you please
Donc,
identify
attendez.
yourself
J'y
for
arrivais
the
tout en fait.
transcript?
d'accord,
I'm
merci
just
bien.
getting to that, in fact.
Alors, mon nom est Claude Levesque. Je
So I'm
suis
Claude
directeur
Levesque,
général
and
de
I'm the
l'organisation
Director General
Youth
of the
eMage
organization
Jeunesse.
Youth eMage
Et
Jeunesse.
à côté de moi, il y a
And,
Monsieur Michael
I'm
Canuel,
accompanied by
chef de la
Mr.
direction
Michael
de
Canuel,
Learn.
who's the head of Learn.
Youth eMage Jeunesse est un organisme à
Youth
but non
eMage Jeunesse
lucratif
is a
qui
non-profit
utilise
organization
les médias comme moyen
which
et les nouveaux
uses
médias
media,
comme moyen de
new
dynamiser les
medias
jeunes
as a way
et de leur
of,
offrir des opportunités de pouvoir
getting youth to
s'exprimer
be more
et
dynamic and
de
give them
participer aussi dans
the
leur
possibility
communauté.
of actually
La
getting
plupart
involved in
des
their
jeunes avec lesquels
local
on
community.
travaille sont
Most
âgés
young people
entre
with whom we
15 ans
work
et 24 ans.
between
Et nous
15 and
travaillons
24
en
years of age.
collaboration avec
And
des
we work
organismes
together
publics,
with
privés,
different public
dans le
and
milieu
private
scolaire et
organizations in
aussi
the
des organismes
education sphere,
parapublics.
and also with para-public institutions.
What I'd like to bring, what we like to talk about today is, first of all, our position regarding the CRTC. We're not here to be for or against the transaction per se. What we're here to talk about is the tangible benefits if the transaction goes through. In that regard, we want to bring to your attention certain things that we think that you should remember about the tangible benefits. First of all, also we want to make sure that you understand what our message is. And finally, we'll explain to you what we bring to the table in terms of possible avenues as you consider the tangible benefits packages by the organization involved in the transaction. In terms of what the tangible benefits are or can't be, one thing that we strongly believe is that youth can actually be a tangible benefit for the broadcasting industry and for the broadcasting system. And that can be done if we use the resources available right now to start building and preparing for the future instead of reacting. To quote a gentleman that you well know, who in 1998 in a standing committee on the Canadian Heritage, Monsieur Blais, mentioned regarding a transaction where he mentioned oftentimes when considering those transfer, talking about mergers and restructuring in the industry, it involves significant tangible benefits to the broadcasting industry where money is injected either in Canadian programming or the objective that the Act has identified. And one of those objectives that the Act has identified that we believe that we need to consider not only from the broadcaster's point of view, but also from the public and especially from the youth point of view, is, first of all, the question of strengthening the cultural and social fabric of Canada, and youth can be at the forefront of that. And second of all, encouraging and developing programming that reflects the Canadian attitudes, opinion, values, and artistic creativity. Those are two examples of the things that, as a country, we've set up as a policy, and that we think that youth can be used and can be at the forefront to that effect. This being said, we have to consider that there's been a paradigm shift over the last few years and consideration of how the internet has affected content creation. More specifically, the internet has made it possible for anybody to create content, to publish it, and to have a viewership, however small it is. Youth are at the forefront of that wave of movement. They are already on the web doing that kind of stuff and creating content. And one thing that we're proposed to do is to help them refine and define that creation of content. There is more to content creation than having a YouTube account and having a cell phone. However, for that to happen, for the youth to be able to use the tools and the resources that are available in the broadcasting industry, we need to make sure that their voice is heard. La jeunesse a besoin d'être entendue. Donc, notre message est quand même assez simple. C'est à l'effet que la jeunesse a besoin d'avoir une voix et d'être entendue parce qu'elle veut participer. Elle veut être écoutée, elle veut être vue et sue. Et si nous utilisons les bons outils pour le faire, nous pouvons créer la prochaine génération de James Cameron ou de Lisa Laflamme. Mais pour cela, il faut leur donner les moyens de pouvoir le faire, sinon les jeunes vont se retirer et se retrouver, si vous permettez l'expression anglaise, on the fringes of media consumption. Et pour pouvoir changer ce genre de choses-là, une des choses que nous apportons ici, c'est notre expérience avec les jeunes. Nous avons eu la chance déjà dans le passé de profiter de sommes distribuées grâce à justement un package of tangible benefits from Québécois a few years ago, where we were able to create programs and activities that use collaborative approaches to bring together members of the industry, producers, writers, cameramen, people on and off the screen, to help and develop and nurture talent. And with my colleague, Michael Canuel, there's a few things that we want to bring to your attention.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Canuel. I'm the CEO of LEARN. LEARN is a nonprofit educational organization with a mandate to serve the educational community of Quebec. We do this by providing a wide variety of services and resources, many of which are accessed through our online content management system. Last year, we had over 50 million visits onto our site. We trained over 4,000 teachers. We provided real-time online tutorials to over 5,000 students. And on a daily basis, we teach hundreds of students across the province of Quebec in urban, rural, and remote areas of the province. As a result of our engagement with educators, parents, and students across the province, we have come to know firsthand the value of digital resources and how effective they can be in both the learning process as well as a means to build community. When young people are engaged in meaningful, authentic, and relevant projects, the results are frequently beyond expectation. Learn is pleased to partner with Youth eMage because we share a similar vision, that is to provide young people with the opportunity to fully realize their potential and to build a collaborative community from which all of society will benefit. Merci, Claude.
A few years ago, when we got the tangible benefit, access to some tangible benefit money, we had created a studio, but that was almost 10 years ago. Now, what we're proposing and offering is to take the same concept of studio, but make it virtual or online, where we can be able to build, where kids will be able to build their self-esteem and will be able to promote a healthy dialogue in a setting where mentorship, collaboration from the broadcasting industry and professional will be used. That virtual studio will be a secure web environment, a place where mentorship will be structured, where there will be collaboration, where there will be a sharing of resources, where the project opportunities will be presented and offered to create content and also to help distribute it and have it promoted. And where there will be also academic opportunities where collaboration with the educational sector can be done. Our vision ultimately is that this virtual studio will promote and foster talent through a nonpartisan approach to bring together broadcasters, producers, writers, and so forth, to have a national impact. In conclusion, the bottom line is the traditional way of doing broadcasting is not sufficient. Youth are creating content online, so why not give them the help and the boost necessary to make that something useful for the broadcasting industry and for all Canadians to enjoy and appreciate. The tangible benefit package can help create that next generation of Pierre Bruno, of Denis Arcand, and the like. Our organization has a know-how to do and the vision to take full advantage of such possibilities. We believe that together, the other organization that wants to be working with us and together, we can have an impact. And with your help, we can tip the balance and make this happen. Somme toute, les gens ont besoin d'une voix, ils ont besoin d'être entendus.
Young people need a voice.
Together, we can make youth a tangible benefit that will be lasting and qui pourra durer pour l'industrie de la radiodiffusion.
So that this can actually permeate through the broadcasting industry. Thank you very much for your presentation. Now, for several days now, we've been talking about radio and TV, but I think this is the first time we've actually seen something on the screen. That's the nature of this file. Commissioner Lamar has some questions to put to you. Thank you, Chairman, and good afternoon, sirs.
Dites-moi, votre projet, est-ce que vous l'avez soumis
Have you submitted your project to BCE before the hearing? Yes.
Quelque part au mois de mars ou au mois d'avril?
Around March or April, I suppose?
Dans ces eaux de temps-là, peut-être un petit
yes,
peu plus
around
tard,
then, perhaps a bit later, near the month of May. What was the answer that you received?
Une lettre là, nous
We
disant
received a
que
letter
pour le moment, ce n'était pas un projet qui allait prioriser.
stating that this was not going to be a priority project for them for the moment.
Je ne sais pas si vous étiez là au début de
No,
la
I
semaine.
don't know whether you were there at the beginning of the week or whether you listened in at the beginning of the week when BCE was putting forward the merits of what they were suggesting to do in terms of upgrading the Northwestel network in the north. BCE underlined the fact that they want to support young people in the north. What do you think about that
moi, ce que je vous
statement?
dirais, c'est qu'il y a deux choses à prendre en considération.
Well, I think we have to take two
Une
points
des manières
into
traditionnelles de
consideration
voir
here.
l'évolution
One of the
de
traditional
l'industrie de
ways
la
of
télédiffusion, de la
looking
radiodiffusion au
at
Canada a
the
toujours
way
été de la
in
voir comme
which
étant un
broadcasting
investissement
evolves has
dans
been to
l'infrastructure. C'est pour ça d'ailleurs qu'au début,
invest in
c'était
infrastructure.
sur le Railroad Act que
That's why
la radiodiffusion puis les
broadcasting
télécommunications fonctionnaient.
fell under
Et
other
ce que
acts
nous
initially.
proposons en